Hi everybody, Lori Fulbright here. I have talked to hundreds and hundreds of scam victims, and I will tell you the hardest one to convince that they are actually being scammed are the romance scam victims, people who think they are in love with someone online and going to marry someone online. It is so hard to convince those people that it's not real because these scammers, these professionally trained criminals, will not just work these victims for a few days or weeks or months. Sometimes it's years. I had a family contact me and their father was giving up gift cards by the hundreds and thousands of dollars for 7 years to a scammer. Took millions of dollars from them. I have seen people lose their homes, lose their cars, lose their life savings. I have a woman in Oklahoma City who gave up $1 million in a romance scam, a woman at Grand Lake who gave up $125,000. I have a man in McAllister, Oklahoma who sold his 4,000-acre ranch, his home, his furniture, and all of his clothing except for one suit that he was going to wear to marry the person he had sent all this money to. It goes on and on. I went to a man's house here in Green Country, and he had already given up $150,000 to a woman that he's only been messaging with on Facebook. Never met her in person, never held her hand, never had a cup of coffee with her. What they'll do, you guys, is they will always say there's some reason they can't come see you. I work in the military, I work on an oil rig, I've had a car wreck, my kids have had a surgery, I've had an accident. There's always a reason. But I tell people, if you have not met them face to face in 8 weeks, it is going to end up being a scam. I interviewed the head of security at the Tulsa International Airport, and every day they have a couple of 2 men and 3 women standing there at baggage claim for like 8 hours. And they're finally like, why are you here? Like, did you lose a bag? And they're like, no, I'm waiting on someone to come marry me who I've been sending money to. You guys, if somebody really loves you, if they really care about you, I don't care what their story is, they don't need money from you. Never, ever, ever send them a gift card. They love those Google Play cards, Apple iTunes cards, Vanilla Visa cards. They don't need that from you. Then they're gonna say Bitcoin. Don't send them Bitcoin. Don't send them cryptocurrency. I have a woman who recently sent $80,000 in gold to somebody, or they're gonna say money wire transfer it. But they always make promises. But you guys, these are professionally trained criminals. These are not people who care about you, who love you, who are going to marry you. It is a never-ending cycle. And it is not just that you give up all your money, but you will give up all your money. It is that they hurt you emotionally. And I have a woman, and she came to one of my speeches, and afterwards she said, okay, I get it. I was about to send these gift cards to some guy, but now I understand it's not real. But she contacted me a month later and said, I still miss him. You miss what? You miss someone who was lying to you. You miss someone who was using you and exploiting you. And there are people that I think need to go to some kind of a group therapy session after being scammed by these romance scammers. It is devastating. And if you're trying to convince one of these victims, it's going to be a hard task, but you have to try. Be safe out there.